What's up? What's up? It's 27 Duran back again with another little short one. Yo, it's about to be madness round here in the USA. This ain't gonna be no long video. I just wanted to come and say some stuff about this SNAP benefit situation or whatnot. It's a misconception on both sides, or whoever side, this side, that side, whatever side, about people that receive these benefits. I mean, like I said, you always can go to the government website and look up these information and whatnot, but a lot of these people like to portray that black people are the ones that's getting majority of the food stamp, and that is not the case. All right. Another thing, all these videos that they're putting out and portraying that black people are getting mad, upset in the line about certain things they can't get off of food stamps or whatever, are AI videos. AI videos, y'all. A lot of this shit is not real, and especially when you're seeing them portraying the black people are the one that's angry and doing all this extra stuff. It's AI videos. Good morning, Lester. How you doing? Yeah, it's a little short one. It's AI video, y'all, that they're putting out portraying black women um, as these food stamp queens, when you got a lot of these white people, a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot of Asian people. There's a small amount of Asian people that getting food stamps, but majority of the people that are getting food stamps are the white folks. You might not know it, but they hide their cards when they go to the grocery store. You might don't see them at the DSS office because they do their stuff online. Things like that. You know what I mean? Good morning, Just Jay. Um, and then another thing about this SNAP benefits, y'all, they have an emergency fund for exactly this. That would at least give the, SNAP recipients EBT for another month or two. Both Democrats and Republicans put aside this money just in case something like this would happen, but yet they still won't even release that fund. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a short up about that later, y'all. Once because I was supposed to download the video last night, but I was I was tired, y'all. I went to bed kind of early. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a video out there. The lady that's over the program, she is the head chairman over the program. She had a press conference about it. Said they have emergency fund for this, so they don't want to release that money either. She said, matter of fact, they took money from that account and paid and did it use the money for something else. You know what I mean? But these people shutting down the government. Not only is this EBT is going to affect the recipients, it's going to affect the grocery stores. Now, not only that, the people that's working at the grocery stores probably not making enough money themselves to feed themselves, but now they're not going to get enough hours to even buy groceries themselves, because if the grocery store is not making the money, how are they going to pay employees? That means it's going to be less hours. They're going to have to cut back on hours. They're going to have to cut back on giving out hours if they can't afford to pay their employees. Now, that's going to be more people that's going to be needing the EBT program because they're not getting the hours. Another misconception in a lot of states, if if you're on EBT, you're not working. Most states now require you to work 20 to 25 hours a week minimum to receive EBT. If not, you have to go to job training or do community service. Angelo, good morning. How are you? And this are in majority of the state now because the law has been passed. And it's been going on in a lot of southern states for a minute before they pass it on to other states. You will have to work to even get EBT. And if you over a certain budget for your household, you still are not qualified for EBT, even though you're making minimum wage. They base it off what your bill is, what you make, the rent that you pay, utilities that you pay. They don't even include your car payments, your car insurance, all that stuff into the budget. They don't they don't include none of that stuff. But minimum wage is not going up. Um, the price that people get paid hourly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever is not going up. But everything else is going up. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to be a firestorm around here. Um, and this is not right for the government to be doing it. No side, whatever they got going on, you know. But they're taking the taxpayer money, they're using it for other things other than to help the American people. And this is sad. That's how it is in Florida. You have to either be looking for a job, want to do community service, and you have to prove that you're looking for a job to get food stamps. Yes, I know the state of South Carolina, some of the girls that I know, um, they even went to training, job training. They got the CNA certificate. They got their lobotomy certificate because they wanted to better themselves. So now they actually making too much money to get the EBT because of the job training. You know, they work with the unemployment office. Some of the, well, I know the DSS office in Beaufort. They work with the unemployment office to help people get these training classes. You know what I mean? Financial aid for these people. Some get financial aid, some got to pay out of pocket, but you know, in the long run, it benefits them. Arabia, good morning. Yeah, it's just crazy, and while they still got their pockets fattening, they want to blame. Everybody want to blame Dems. Everybody want to blame Republicans. It's not a blaming game right now because both parties is fucked up. Because why is it? Why did it get to this point? You know what I mean? Why did it get to this point where y'all do have an emergency fund just for this type of situation right here, but still don't want to release that fund so people can receive their benefits in November? You know what I mean? It's just crazy right now. And while you got Trump over there dancing in Japan to these troops that's for some reason he acting like he having a good time, don't give a care in the world what's going on in his in the United States. You over there dancing for the troops over there in Japan to YMCA and shit. Yes, they want to do martial law because the simple fact that once people go hungry, what you think they going to do? They going to empty out them damn stores. And this is what they wanted because they really want to exile that government because they want Trump to be the president forever. Because it's so easy to get off on Trump because Trump don't have the knowledge to even be president. But these are the people, they voted him in. He don't have a political background. All he have is the money because he was the type of millionaire, billionaire that was paying these politicians to pass laws to benefit the businessman. You know what I mean? Fatty, what's going on with you? They want to do martial law. They want to put in these smart cities where they control everything, these 15-minute cities or whatnot. There's a lot of things that they want to do. They don't want to swear in the lady because she would be the final vote to release the Epstein list. There's a lot of things going on in the background that they're not actually telling the American people, but these are facts. You know what I mean? Um, the thing about this government, they playing the whole American people because all these people is working together. Democrats and Republicans, they are working together. And they're keeping the people divided by having everybody, oh, blame the Dems, blame the Republicans. They want everybody to blame, getting push that button, blame the Dems, blame the Republicans. And once we keep on focusing on who fault it is, the Dems or the Republicans, they getting away with motherfucking murder in the background. In Virginia, starting 11/3/25, you're going to start weekly food stamp per government. Well, that's a good thing. You know, shout out to Virginia for doing that. No, but I don't think they should cut off these benefits, especially when you really have needy families, you have disabled, and you have the military that also gets food stamp. And these are people that fight for our country, not even making enough money to provide food they themselves for their household. And that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. You got these people risking their life every day to keep America safe, but they can't afford to put food on their table. Same way how they do the veterans right now. The veterans don't retire out the military, giving them a hard time to get benefits from the VA and all type of stuff. It's just crazy. But everybody got to stop this blaming game. Everybody need to come together right now and tell these people release the fund. If you're not going to release the regular fund, at least release the emergency fund so these people can have some food for November and December. At least November, because I think there's like $6 billion in the emergency fund. At least that's enough for 1 month until they can figure out, they'll have another month to figure out what the fuck they're going to do. Now, this shit is sad. And this is going to affect the economy real bad, because if these grocery stores not making the money, these people not going to be getting no hours to work. People are not going to be able to afford to pay their damn already high rent, utilities that's going up, car notes, all this type of stuff to even get to a job. So I don't understand what their plan is. They're just fucking the damn economy up. Everybody getting their damn their pockets greased, their hand greased, or whatever the saying is in the background. All these politicians, they're not here for the American people. So when time comes for midterms, y'all need to be voting the people in y'all state that's really gonna push these issues. They shutting the government down. The Republicans control every part of the government right now, the House, the state, everything. So they do have some type of control where they can get funds out to these people for on these SNAP benefits. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. If it boils down to it, I say we need to overthrow the goddamn government. Shit. Fuck around. They don't want to do the right goddamn thing, because it ain't no goddamn way. These are people that was voted in and is not working for the American people, while they still getting their paychecks every month or however they get paid. Ain't stopping their check. But it's going to mess a lot of people up. You know what I mean? Not only do the grocery stores accept EBT, it's farmers markets that accept EBT. How it's going to affect them? You know? Some people may look well off, and they're really not. You can shop on a bargain and look nice and presentable. That ain't mean you're rich. You know what I mean? And you got these people, they be coming out spewing all type of shit, making it seem like it's always black folks. It's always the black folks that's receiving majority of the SNAP benefits and his own welfare. It's not the case. You can go to the government website right now. It'll tell you who majority get all the welfares and the SNAP benefits, because they done put it on black people. That black people lazy. You got the what do you call it? The food stamp queens and hair hats and all these shit that they like to come out and talk about on black women. When black women are not the majority that's getting the welfare. You got half of those recipients are men as well. Or the white man that's on EBT. You know, it's 50% of 50 something percent of women get EBT, and it's 40 something percent of men that get EBT. You know what I mean? So people need to really go look up information and data and shit, um, especially for your own states, because you would be shocked and surprised who really getting these benefits. I'm telling you. But that's all I really had to say, y'all. Hopefully, they have a miracle before the first or whatnot. Hopefully by tomorrow they'll make a decision or even release the emergency fund so these people can have. As a matter of fact, they're getting sued right now by the same organization that got the emergency funds or whatnot. They're getting sued right now because they don't want to release the $6 billion so the people can at least have some EBT for November. You know what I mean? So y'all keep those people in your prayers. All I can say, black people always knew how to survive. Majority now, I really don't know how it is with black people surviving skills. Especially with a lot of shit that they portray on this here internet. But I know me and my family gonna survive. I don't get EBT, so I've been paying cash for my groceries. I haven't got EBT since my son been maybe like one. And they cut me off, and I wasn't getting much then. I think I was getting like $120 something. It wasn't much because, like I said, the shit is based on your income. You know what I mean? And what you pay out in rent and utilities and shit. And my boy 18 now. So I feel for these people. Good morning, Roy. Hopefully there don't be no riots and stuff. Hopefully. But yeah, just when it come down to these benefits, we look within your state, see who receiving them. There's a lot of homeless people that's not housed getting EBT. There's a lot of men getting EBT. There's a lot of people that's depending on that EBT. So I just hope everything will work out for the best. Some type of miracle happen. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot of extraness, unnecessary extraness going on. Especially with these hours gonna be cut from these jobs and stuff. You know, everybody's gonna get affected because if you ain't getting the hours at work, you can't provide other businesses with funds because you ain't gonna have the funds. Your main stuff is gonna be making sure you got a roof over your head and utilities, and people not gonna be out there shopping and going out to eat as much and things like that because their priority is gonna be paying that rent and making sure they got a roof over their head and utilities. So, but it is what it is, y'all. That's all my 27 cents on it. Hopefully everything will work out for the best. But until the next short one, I'll see y'all and peace out to all the good peoples.